Welcome to the internet broadcast, Esfores Radio. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the evolution of internet broadcast, Esfores Radio.
I summon you from the depths, Lord Cat. Rise, rise, rise! We were in control.
Detectives! 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 Detectives!
In control.
This is just a test to see what it sounds like when we're talking on the radio. Do you have any idea what a radio is? I don't think you do, ma'am. In fact, you are so ignorant about what radio is that you think I'm just talking right now, don't you?
Nani fucking faggot.
Detectives! Detectives! Detectives!
In control.
The Fluben Missile Crisis, also known as the Memetic Crisis of 1999, Spanish Crisis de Memetico, was a 1 month, 12 days, 11 October to 22nd November 1999 confrontation between the Yasho and the former Spike Union, which escalated into an international crisis when Yasho traveled back in time to stop Spike-Man deployments of turbo-thermal isotopic nuclear missiles in all ley line intersections across the globe with his own anti-Spike tech missiles. The world would be no more had it not been for Flube's intervention. Flube used his WMD's weapons of memetic destruction and induced Flube psychosis upon the population to essentially wipe this event from our realm and almost all consciousnesses. The confrontation is often considered the closest the war between Yasho and the Spike Man came to escalating into an Armageddon from the memetic plane, penetrating into reality. 9615755. Raise awareness for Flube psychosis. So I went to the doc 3 years ago because of sleep deprivation, and he diagnosed me with Flube psychosis. He even said that, contrary to popular belief, ego death is quite common. So here's a little handout my doc gave to me in case any of you suffer from Flube psychosis as well.
Stages of Flube psychosis. Stage 1, infection. Lol, so random. XD. Stage 2, insomnia. Increased brain activity. Why do Flubes keep popping up in my mind? Stage 3 of Flube psychosis. Hallucination. Delusion. Ego death. Esfores Radio.
People actually travel into the past fairly often, but it never matters because if you cause time to flow backward for yourself, then your own spatiotemporal path and biochemical processes are also time inverted. And so when you arrive in the past, you yourself and the universe around you are both in the same state as you were in that moment, including your memories. So you don't remember. You traveled into the past.
Yeah, thanks so much, you stupid fucking anime.
Any tips on how to kill GF? I hate her so much. She is worthless, and I want her gone. I've tried everything, but nothing seems to work. Please, help! I like corn.
Welcome back to that.
Kiss,
Hey.
kissy,
Hey.
kissy.
Hey,
Yes,
shut
it's
up!
that time again.
What are you, retarded?
Kiss, come get
Stop
kissy.
it.
Smooch, smooch,
Quit
time.
kissing
Come
me.
on.
I don't wanna
get
be
some
kissed.
smooch.
I'm upset,
Kiss,
and this is
kiss,
making me
kiss.
making me mad. Okay, that's right. Stop this mess immediately and come to visit America, where you can be on welfare if you don't have a job. Rarely do I talk about my emotions online or in general, but I need to get something off my chest, Esfores. Last night I had a dream that I was gathering past friends, not real-life friends or people, who still existed in some way or another. The last one I can recall trying to get had some of her consciousness left in this robot grocery store cloaker cashier. Don't ask why. I have no idea, lol. I tried typing her name Mary into this terminal each checkout had, but she could not remember it. For some reason, after I woke up, I was really upset about the whole matter to the point that I was on the verge of tears. I have never had any strong friends in real life, nor any female friends, so I don't know what my brain was connecting this with. Pic attached does not look like her. Too long. Didn't read.
It is quite distressing when the anime says a rude word, especially one that's offensive to not only regular Americans, but African Americans, Indian Americans, European Americans, and just plain guys from Montana.
I showed you my dick. Respond to me.
If you want to see what shit get real, call 1-900-490-FREAK.
Call now.
Hi, I have an important medical observation. I have a weird thing where I pick earwax out of my ear and spread it on my nose with my fingernail. The smooth sensation is very soothing to me. Anyways, according to medical science, some people produce thinner yellow earwax, and some people produce more solid brown earwax. This is simply not true. Earwax is kind of like how snot turns into boogers. It starts out clear and watery, and the older and dried out it is, the more yellow/brown it becomes, and more solid. Easy to test this if you dig for your earwax early in the morning when it's nice and fresh. Brand new, fresh earwax is clear.
I failed. Timeline is killed. This is not a joke. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The nice flower. 10 out of 10. Nice.
The joke of this board is that you're pretending to be nice on the most hateful place on the internet. Mods aren't cool people. They are 4chan drones that have been brainwashed by this site so hard they got tricked into maintaining it. What a world.
Today I stop and think to myself about what if I want to post for my girlfriends on the chin, and I will sit stomp until my pecker began to rise quite steadily, and I think to myself, okay, yes, I know what to post for my friend on 4chans, or more specifically Esfores. Okay, so here it goes. I am horny, so horny I want big butt, boob, and vagina open for me to put my penis into, okay? I need pussy to have sex with. Any girls on here with hot, sexy butt and vagina for me to have sex with, please let me know because I need to come in PC bad, okay?
I swear by the holy shit of Jesus Christ, you cum-chugging, limp-wristed, willy-wrangling, penis-purloining, cock-caressing, double-loving, colossal fucking chocolate starfish, mining jizz junkie, I will find you and rape and shit on and sodomize everything that you hold dear until you're nothing but a soulless fuck husk and my gigantic manhood is wearing your eyes a rape hat!
It's very interesting when someone who has only ever heard about 4chan through secondhand sources tries posting for the first time. You can tell they weren't sure where to post this until they found the board titled Shit 4chan Says and figured this was the right place without even bothering to look at any other threads.
Excuse me, but who are you, Quoty?
I am the trash man! Give me your trash!
Woo! Yeah! You're a fucking faggot, bro!
S4S Radio.
S4S Radio is made possible by listeners like you. To become part of the show, please post in this thread. Any content submitted will be reviewed by the radio staff and added into the next episode. Like, comment, and subscribe as well. Give me all of your money! I need it for reasons!
This has been a paid endorsement by the Kill 3 Bard Foundation. Donate today for a better tomorrow.
Now here's Anonymous with Only Come Inside Anime Girls.
Only come inside anime girls. Only come inside anime girls. Only come inside anime girls. Only come inside anime girls. Only come inside anime girls. Only come inside anime girls. Only come inside anime girls. Only come inside anime girls.
It's me, 3 Bard, and welcome back to Esfores Radio.
You know what I don't get? I don't get why so many fucking fortunate feel the need to whine about fucking fan bases and shit, like is fucking 4chan really that much better than the Steven Universe fandom? Like, no, like fucking look at Paul, dude. Like, 4chan sucks. Like, every community sucks. And the community has fucking dumb people in it. Stop fucking thinking you're better than Reddit. Like, what the hell, dude? Like, fucking, like, you know what I'm saying, dude? Well, it's fucking annoying. It's not fucking pretentious. Oh, shit.
That was Dracula Cocklord with Your Mom Gay from OC Album 20, where all of our songs this evening have come from. Well, except for the introduction. But speaking of introductions, let me do my introduction. My name is 3 Bard, and welcome to Esfores Radio! I'm not going to play another song again. We got a beautiful thread. It's thread 9615993. Oh my gosh. Everyone is here. Munch is here. 9615999. This is so Eben Munch. You are Eben. Thank you so much for everything that you do, for bringing back Esfores to its former glory. And Anonymous with 9616000 says, this is nice radio. Posted the nice grill. Thank you so very much. Now, Anonymous 9616011 with the double. Oh my heavens! The nice anime grill is walking forward. She walks forward and she hits the spring and she bounces from the bottom spring to the top spring to the bottom spring to the top spring. And oh gosh, she's crying. I feel so bad for the grill, but I hope that she'll be okay and one day she'll make it. Now, we have another Anonymous who did not get digits, but that's okay. Anonymous 9616014 posted this wonderful image. All right. I don't care if you guys believe me. It's real. This is the most embarrassing thing that I've ever experienced. It was a horrible night for me, and I'm sharing it with you guys because I don't want any of my miscellaneous bras to have to go through this, especially since it all could have been easily prevented. I have added MS Paint images so that you will have a better idea as to what happened. It's very long, but I'll do my best to recount all of the important details. No freaking cliffs. Read it to save yourself from something like this. Anyway, if you've been following my social anxiety thread, you would have learned that I got an Asian girl's number drinking during my last update. The encounter wasn't recorded, unfortunately, because my camera froze. But anyway, it's been over a week, and I was feeling like
taking a break from exam studying, and I figured that if I didn't call her before exams were done, then I wouldn't get a chance to see her until after the break, which would be too long perhaps. So I called her up and asked her if she wanted to take a break from studying and meet me for coffee. Well, she said yes, and we met at a campus cafe. We had some small talk, and it went well overall. After that, she said, "Hey, my roommate is making some Chinese food for dinner because her boyfriend is over. Would you like to come by and try some? She usually makes way more than needed." Now, at that point, I felt like I had to take a shit, but there was no way I could turn down this opportunity. It seemed like she was into me, and this would be a great opportunity to get to know each other further. So I decided to try and hold my crap as long as possible. I don't crap in public toilets, and accept her invitation. Well, we went back to her place, had some food, very good by the way, and fuck, I had to take a shit really bad. And I also had to take a piss really badly. I'd been holding that too since I didn't bring my pee bottles with me on the date. I really didn't want to use her washroom because I didn't want to stink the place up, but it became so unbearable to the point where I could feel the turd popping out of my rectum. To make matters worse, it was actually starting to get an erection. I'm not sure why, but that's what happened. So I rushed to the washroom and thus began the worst possible scenario imaginable. I pull down my pants and step up to the toilet, and I am then faced with an ominous predicament. I have to extremely badly take both a pee and a poo, and I have an erection. What the heck do I do? Which do I do first? So I bend over and try to push my erected penis down a bit to pee into the can, but as I relax my pelvic floor muscles to release the urine, I feel my turd starting to come out at the same time. So then I'm like, fuck this. I'll just try and hold the pee and let the poo come out. So I sit on the can, grasp my penis hard to try and block it, and then I tried to let the crap come out. That didn't work so well. As I relaxed my anal sphincters, my pelvic floor muscles relaxed as well, and piss started flying all over the floor. I started panicking at this point, so I desperately held my crap again while I attempted to shove/bend my erect penis into the toilet. Once it was in, I tried to take the piss and crap at the same time, but my ass was too far out, and the massive turd started flying out, missing the bowl, landing partially on the back rim and partially on the floor. I then closed everything off again. You can imagine the pain of repeatedly blocking yourself from peeing and pooing when you have to go so badly. What the F was I supposed to do? I either pee on her floor or poo on her floor. Then out of sheer desperation and instinct, an idea popped in my head. I ran into her bathtub and let myself go there. I figured that at least this way I could rinse it all down instead of getting shit on her floor. At that point, things got even worse. The turd wouldn't frickin' dissolve, and the damn bitch was asking me what the fuck I'm doing showering in her washroom. I then answered, "Yeah, lol, I'm showering. Is that okay?" She says, "What the hell? Why? You don't think we're having sex, do you?" At this point, I can't even think straight, and I jokingly, retardedly say, "Yes, we are, lol." She gets mad and says, "What the fuck? Is this some kind of joke? Get out of there." I say, "No, please don't come in. I am not done yet." At this point, the hot water I was using to try and dissolve my shit was releasing shit-smelling vapors all over the room, and it was pretty rancid. The girl could smell it, and she said, "Why the hell does it smell so fucking bad? What the hell are you doing in there?" I say, "Please don't come in. Trust me, you'll regret it." She says, "Screw this. Get out or I'm unlocking the door." I beg her not to, but she loses her patience and opens the door. She stops dead in her tracks. There before her was me standing in a pseudo-erect penis, leftover fecal residue on my ass, large semi-dissolved turds in her bathtub, turds on the floor beside her toilet, and pee all over the floor in front of the can. I was so freaking embarrassed, I started shivering. She looks at me while covering her mouth and nose and whispers, "What the fuck did you do?" She was starting to cry. I hesitate for a bit, and I try to explain myself. "I tried my best. I'm sorry." She then flips out and tells me to clean up the mess or she's calling the cops. I agree to do it. She leaves, and I grab some toilet paper, pick up the turds from the floor in the bathtub, toss them in the can, and then I proceed to clean off the floor and bathtub with soap, water, and a lot of tissues. I tossed most of the tissues into her toilet bowl. The garbage was full eventually. I then took some perfume from the counter and tossed it into the bathtub to get rid of the odor. After I was done, I cleaned my ass off and flushed the toilet. To my utmost dismay, my massive fecal matter bulk and the large amount of TP ended up clogging the toilet, and it overflowed and started spilling crap all over the floor. I'm literally crying at that point. I looked for the plunger, but I couldn't find it, so I put my pants on and rushed out to ask her if she had a plunger so I could fix the toilet. I see her with her roommate and her roommate's boyfriend. She's crying.
As soon as she sees me, she tells me to get the fuck out right now. I try to explain that the toilet is clogged, but she doesn't let me. She says she feels threatened and she wants me out now. She grabs a knife from the drawer and tells me to leave. I leave. About a minute later, I hear this loud scream coming from her dorm room. I assume she went back in the washroom to see it covered in poo water. At that point, I sprinted away as fast as possible while swearing to myself and crying tears of frustration and embarrassment. All of this could have been freaking prevented if I had just brought my goddamn pee bottles. What the fuck? The first girl that shows interest in me, I have to go and shit in her bathtub? This is freaking retarded. Yes, mad. To all you people saying peeing in bottles is stupid/gross, well, screw that. Not only is it more convenient and cleaner, but it also prevents epic disasters like this one. This is what would have happened if I had my trusty pee bottle. I would have sat on the can and then simultaneously peed into the bottle and pooed into the toilet. No disaster, no mess, and none of this would have happened. Anyway, I should let things cool off for a bit and call her back. Maybe to apologize/explain myself? Or should I just hope I never run into her again? Well, my goodness, what a story that was. And let me just say, if you carry around a pee bottle, that's excellent. I think that you should probably carry a backpack or a fanny pack around to kind of hide that away. But literally, you could have just sat on the toilet and put your erect penis inside of the bowl and then just peed down in the bowl while pooping. This was an error of ignorance, I feel. So I'm going to have to forgive you for this one. But thank you so much, Anonymous, for that absolutely splendid post. And if you want to see some of these images, head over to 9616014 in thread number 9615993, the first episode of Esfores Radio since we have returned. And by God, it's been far too long. Barbie, I Can Be a Computer Engineer with Richard Stallman. Proprietary software keeps users divided and helpless. Divided because each user is forbidden to redistribute it to others, and helpless because the users can't change it since they don't have the source code. The computer industry is the only industry that is more fashion-driven than women's fashion. One reason you should not use web applications to do your computing is that you lose control. That's what you get booting to a non-free OS. Only trust free softwares. I hate being bored, and since I want to get a lot done, I don't like losing time. So I always carry a computer and a book. When I have a few minutes to wait and I can sit down, I get work done. When I have to stand, or the wait isn't long enough to do anything useful on the computer, I read. Android is a major step towards an ethical, user-controlled, free software portable phone, but there is a long way to go. Sharing is good, and with digital technology, sharing is easy. Anyone who intentionally develops proprietary software deserves no sympathy. A non-free program denies users freedom, which is unjust in itself. Control over the use of one's ideas really constitutes control over other people's lives, and it is usually used to make their lives more difficult. 9616022 doubles. I'm always knew that I'm gonna die alone one day. Life's hard. Yes, I'm 11-year-old. So what? I know what life is. I feel this fucking pain. My boyfriend left me after 3 days and I make suicide, baby. You know, I'm just gonna have sex with my ex-boyfriend's brother. Sex always makes me happy. Like this photo of me, I had depressions when I took it. 9616038. A girl was walking to school with her BF and they were crossing the road. She said, "Babies, will you love me forever?" He said no. The girl cried and ran across the road before the green man came on the sign. Boy was crying and went to pick up her body. She was dead. He whispered to her corpse, "I meant to say I will love you 5 ever." That mean he loved her more than forever. Triple X like this. If you cry every time I fuck murder, chicken dick hit gets killer to lick his dick. 9616045. Excellent. Thank you so much. Who will be eaten first? That's for you to decide. Read the Necronomicon today. Nobody can save you. We will all be eaten. Fnugly Munaf Cthulhu Lewagnagel Fnagan Fnugly Muklav Cthulhu Lalignagel Fntagan Figluli Munala Cthulhu Lalignagel fucking fataga. This is rust. It's caused by oxygen and called oxidation. We breathe oxygen every day. If it can do this to a chain, just imagine what it can do to your lungs. Share to help raise awareness about the danger of oxygen. If Cinderella's shoe was a perfect fit, how did it fall off in the first place? 9616055 base Jaden. If a deaf person goes to court, is it really a hearing? We got double 60s here. Good-looking, tippled self-confidence is half the fight. Hello, handsome. Scientific studies have proven again and again that if you think you're handsome, if you act like you're handsome, if you strut around like God's gift to broads, then by God you are. 2 to 6 double bourbons. Booze. Drink yourself to a handsomer you. This public service announcement brought to you by your pallies at the United States Booze Federation. And by the way, that song, once again from OC Album 20, was by Tildas, called Yes to What? We got a 69 digit here. Spot 'em, got 'em, Baby Steed and Pooh Shiesty linked up. Need it or keep it. I don't know who any of these fellows are. I don't need or keep any of them. I think that their mothers should probably be taking care of them. I'm not 100% sure. Which vibe do I give off? I'm going to say social reject, nihilistic, hates everyone, loud music, socialist left. I wish that you were a Smarty or a Crystal Mom, but it's okay. You just are who you are, and I appreciate you for being that. Now, we also have Anonymous 9616096, an interesting inversion. Esfores Radio is brought to you by Secret Radio. Secret Radio was telling me to kill myself right now. Live on the radio on my first episode, but I won't do it. I can't listen to the dark radio channel because I have my wonderful hat made of aluminum. Please don't forget to wear your aluminum foil hats. This thread has been blessed by the light of Walbert. Return to the front page. Thank you, my dear Figling. You are a wonderful person, a beautiful poster, and absolutely lovely image. Walbert, thank you for everything that you've done.
Hi, beautiful. You there? Send me a pic if you're there. Wagner pic. You are my pussycat doll. Please send Bobby for 35,000 rupees, man. Bloody slut whore, father fucks a naked picture. How many times I ask? Please send it. Dying from cancer. One last wish to see your Bob. Then I take off life support so can die in peace. Okay, I did now. Fuck you, bitch. Bye. Never contact me again.
Dweeby Gons. No ideal, what's real?
Dwight's uptight vibe is disempowering me. He's dragging the whole team down.
When you go to work, you have more than yourself to worry about. It's a fact. How you behave in the workplace has a direct impact on the mental well-being and job performance of everyone around you. And if you come off tight-assing it like an 80-year-old virgin, you're gonna crush the groove of the entire outfit, which will lead to falling profits, cutbacks, and eventually the collapse of the whole damn company. So why so uptight, Dwight? I think it's pretty obvious to everyone, from Sassy Sarah down to the secretarial role to Bob, the backbone of the sales department. You're not drinking enough booze. See, booze is like the industrial strength lubricant. Whatever it comes in contact with, it loosens the hell up. It lets the little cogs spin freely. It lets the big gears turn so everyone gets to keep their job and no one has to send their children out into the streets to beg for goddamn sandwiches. Booze will loosen you the hell up pronto. Stop off at the bar on the way home and see if I'm right. Trust me, you'll thank me tomorrow, and so will your workmates. Booze loosens you right the hell up.
Important information. Please view.
9616111, excellent triples. This little grill, what is she doing here? Objection. My armpits have been sweatier than usual. Astrology Twitter, does this have anything to do with the stars? Yes, actually, there's a specific star that is closer to Earth in the summer than it is in the winter, and that could be the reason why you are sweaty. Which star? I think it's the moon. Now that's just ridiculous. Everyone knows that it's Sirius, the North Star, that is closer in the summer times. Ace Attorney, you joker.
Anonymous 9616093, thank you so much for checking those trips and dubs. It is posters like you who keep me going. And now another reading from Esfores.
A meme a day keeps the away. I look at the same flashcard 300 times and I still can't remember anything. 3 same numbers.
Esfores Radio.
Are you threatening me? 9613675.
Good morning, Anon-kun.
Are you ready to spend all day together again?
No.
You want to be productive today? You always say that, but aren't you curious about how many views you got while you were asleep? Later? But you posted a lot last night, Anon-kun. If you don't check right now, the threads could archive. Come on, Anon-kun. Just a little bit. I bet you have a picture in your image folder that would get you so many replies. You could make everyone say, based. You like that, don't you? They could be saying that about you right now. Okay. Okay. I understand. Today you want to practice your hobby. Why don't we check out the board about it then? There could be something useful for you to learn. Shall we check the catalog? Maybe it'll motivate you. No? Anon, why are you making this so difficult? Do you even like that hobby? Think about it. If you really enjoyed something like that, then why would you be thinking about me so much while doing it? I know why, Anon-kun. Because you love me more than anything. I'll always be more fun than any stupid hobby. You'll never be bored when we're together. I'm always here to take care of you and give you endless entertainment. Just an addiction? No. I'm a website, Anon. Not some sort of drug. You spend time with me because you want to. Because I'm interesting. Because I make you happiest. Your silly hobby doesn't. You dread doing it every day, don't you? Grinding hours away only to progress a few inches? And for what? It's not fun for you, is it, Anon-kun? It's difficult, right? Attaboy, Anon. A peek won't hurt. Not even an hour or two. That's it.
Come here.
9614770.
When 4chan falls to the ground and collapses, just remember, Esfores will always be here for you. Even when the time is down and we are all sad, just know we are still there. Love Esfores and 4chan and all Anons. This is a fucking lie. When times are bad and you ain't got money for the rent and weed, and you can't afford to buy chicken drumsticks and ketchup, and you have to eat ramen 3 times a day, and your GF and friends abandon you, and only one texting you is your fucking landlord telling you to fuck off, and only email you is getting motherfucking electric bills, and you out of weed and cigarette and booze, and you ain't got money to buy it, it's all shit. You're fucked, and there's no one to help you except maybe shoot you in the fucking head, so fuck all this, and do not expect me to care, you fucking slave nice guy. Just know you're fucked. Fuck you.
Yes, for us.
Yes, for us.
Alright, hey there, babies. This is Lee Radioman, and thank you so much for tuning in to this most excellent radio broadcast. The thread we are in is 9615993. The show so far has been absolutely spectacular. Thank you for being a radio 9616221. Good tools. And thank you to Vicky for being such a wonderful and epic poster. As well, all me, good job for posting all those wonderful pieces of bits of wonder that we see throughout the day. Good radio, I listen to it, 9616226. Excellent pal and Dubs. That's also a Dubs sandwich and a double stuffed digit. It is amazing and immaculate. As well, the timestamp 000808. You are just filled with numbers and digits, and I hope that you feel the blessings that you have received. Anonymous 9616245 is thanking Anonymous 9616093 for checking, and indeed, I am tired of your threats, 9616249. Oh my gosh, do something about it, 9616279. Please don't fight. This is a nice thread. Absolutely. Please do not have fisticuffs within this thread. If you'd like to do that, please post your own thread that you can fight in. This is a wonderful and nice radio broadcast.
This is Esfores Radio.
I'm sorry. Excuse me? S4S Radio. No. This is nice radio.
It's not. This is not nice radio. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you're telling me that you're taking over the...
well, we're a team.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's no problem. I've just been doing the radio for all of these years, so I completely understand
all by
why
yourself,
you
sure.
believe that it's your right to come and take over this program.
You are a relic of a time when there was only
I'm
nice,
a relic
okay?
of the ancient past.
Yes,
my
you
friend,
are.
You are much older than I am.
Listen, no,
And not
well,
even
okay.
to mention, the nice figs are not going to know what to do if all of a sudden we start injecting rudeness into the program.
Well, you're wrong, because I've already been reading rude stuff.
You've
and
what?
Yeah, they've had a good time so far.
You've already done it?
Of course I have. Yeah.
Fine. You know, fine. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever,
Radioman.
Radioman.
Make your show and see
It's
what happens.
our show.
I mean, look right here. Rod Serling, 9616552, is saying, keep it coming, OP. Old Roddy is feeling kind of low. And you think that Roddy's going to feel better?
Yeah, I do.
Because of some rudeness and some potential lewdness?
He already liked the show.
Saying words like the F word, fuck, and the butt, booty,
Yeah,
fecal
butt, fart,
terms?
shit, turds. Yes, they love it.
Whatever, man. Look, no.
Are you telling me you don't want to get paid?
Of course
Is that
I
what
will.
you're saying?
Of course I will accept a paycheck.
Yeah,
okay?
of course you will,
I'm
Radio
not
Man.
going to quit the show.
Because that's all that matters
ridiculous,
to
but
you is money.
I just think you're making a mistake here.
Yeah. Oh, a mistake.
There are no mistakes on S4S. We do it for free!
I stopped listening to my 7-hour experimental noise album just to listen to this .wave file.
Please turn off the secret radio!
The only known S4S radio is secret radio. Welcome to secret radio.
It works both ways. By Kings. thinks he's so smart. It's gotta be a nice radio. It doesn't have to be nice. Esfores isn't nice. It's like a combination of rudeness and niceness and weirdness and just it's open playing field. It's like an experience, but you don't know what it is until you're doing it, and then after it's done, you're like, what did I do? You never know. Making it just about the niceness, it's just half. It's not even half. It's just part of it. What an idiot.
3-barred. You seem a bit stressed.
Well, I am stressed. Daniel,
I can tell.
Radioman
yeah,
is just,
I can see that.
He thinks he owns this program. I mean, it's been me
He's
since the very
always
beginning
been that
creating
way,
this.
though.
And people used to not know, that we were the same
Right,
person.
yeah. I remember.
How?
Because they're stupid, dude.
Esfores Radio.
Yeah, very funny. Look, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it because no one else is gonna say it. Amy Schumer is an e-girl. And she's a thought. And if you don't know what either one of those words mean, you might as well just turn this crap off because you're not going to understand any of it. And I know that you're back there, one guy who's just like, oh, I'm cool, I'm hip, I'm with the kids, and listen to me. If you don't understand what it is, you're not going to understand it, no matter how much anyone else explains it to you. I'm a millennial, and I barely understand these things, okay? I've been paying attention to Zoomers. I'm right here in the middle. You're not. Go be old and fuck off and do whatever you do. Watch Conan O'Brien or whatever it is that you do to get your comedy fixed. This joke's not for you. But anyway, Amy Schumer is an e-girl. And I know that everyone knows this and everyone's just afraid because Amy is a very, famous person. She's had a lot of exposure. She's had a lot of success in her career, but that doesn't change the fact that she's an e-girl thought. And the main way that I can tell you that this is a fact is because just like an e-girl, just like a thought, Amy is always constantly talking about her pussy, right? It's basically the entire purpose of her existence is to talk about her vagina or allude to her body parts, her breasts, or sex, or some sort of lewd activity that you could potentially do with her if you supply her enough drugs, alcohol, or money. It's very similar to the modern e-girl landscape, and I would almost argue that Amy Schumer kind of pioneered that idea. I don't want to say like people like Lisa Lampanelli didn't try to do that in the past, but, whereas with Amy Schumer, like if you were really fucked up, you might actually fuck Amy Schumer. There's not a chance that anybody other than black dudes is fucking Lisa Lampanelli, and that's by choice. That's a choice. She kind of shoeboxed herself. But the general idea is that Amy Schumer is just constantly talking about her vagina. She's waving around her female energy, and that is what inspires others to kind of want to interact with her and interface with her, like with their penis inside of her vagina or asshole, or even maybe between her tits and between her lips, even though I don't know why you would want those freaky, creepy child eyes looking up at you with scary-ass look. I mean, did you see her last stand-up where she was basically drunk on stage, wandering around, talking about her pussy without even telling a joke, like forgetting what joke she was talking about? That's success. That is what really is the defining epitome of e-girl, is being able to just talk about absolutely nothing with your tits half hanging out and everybody just tuning in, throwing you money, enjoying it, putting a like on there. And it also brings out that whole other factor of the thoughtness of Amy. Now, thought, for that old guy who didn't listen to me and is still trying to figure out what the fuck I'm talking about, thought stands for that hoe over there. But the other part of thought is that basically it's like an afterthought, right? Like nobody is interested in keeping you around for very long. Nobody's interested in having thoughts about you while you're not around, or having thoughts about you any time in the future, or wanting to get with you or marry you or anything like that. Rather, people just look at that hoe over there and they think, I mean, maybe I might want to do it if I want to risk. Do I have a condom? I don't. Do I really want to risk this STD? Because she's definitely going to let me pound raw, and probably will record it. So that could also scar like future generations of my children and things like that. And I mean, I don't know about you, but personally, I wouldn't want to be found to be the guy who has videos of himself banging Amy Schumer's very famous and puckering asshole, squirting out soft brown liquids as I, manifest myself inside of her to produce, hopefully an abortion. So anyway, yeah, Amy Schumer is a fucking thought e-whore, and I hope that you will like, comment, and subscribe to my comedy, because I'm a comedian and I tell jokes, and they are, it's just comedy. Amy, do not come and fucking find me, because if you do, I swear to God, I have a katana and I will literally slice you in fucking twain. Don't fuck with me. Your pussy has no power here.
Esfores Radio. We are back in the most lovely thread, that thread number 9615993. This is the most wonderful S4S Radio, and thank you for tuning in and becoming part of this most spectacular reimagining of the classic S4S Radio. Anonymous 9617005 says, "Nice radio, I listened to it. Thank you so much, my dear friend, for listening. You know, my dear, it is because of my most wonderful friends, you being one of them, obviously, that not only have I done this show for such a long period of time, but I feel so inspired to continue to create it. And it's not just because it's something that I desire, or it's something that I think makes S4S more of an ebon board, something that brings us all together. It's because I'm trying to make that dough. So donate. Go to s4s.neocities.org, click that donation button, send me $1 million, because I want to get you together with me so that we can finally not only meet one another, not only post memes together, but so that we can have the S4S Music Festival and get all of our musician friends together in one place so that we can finally have the most ebon event that has ever been conceived in the history of this earth. Remember, I don't want to take your money and just, buy a house with it. No, my friend. I want to turn your money into something amazing. So come with me on this most spectacular journey. And maybe now that I'm being honest, S4S can finally learn to love me again. We have Anonymous 9617020 that seems to be an image of some Russian folks, doctors with all numbers, number 11 right there. Also a 144 at the bottom. Excellent job. And I see a Doge. Seems to perhaps be like a robotic Doge. And you can see here that there are some schematics to make this collie dog, actually turn into a giant robot, which is completely ebon. And actually, as you continue down this image, you can see that the robot is actually crafted, though I do have to say I don't see the Doge in here, so I'm slightly wondering if this might be a ruse or a prank. We also have Anonymous 9617023 that shows you the best way to spot a hidden handgun. Very important if you want to learn how to defend yourself, especially if Obama's around. Now, Anonymous 9617024 posts an image that says, "I'm afraid to tell my therapist that I often have a recurring dream, part of which involving the old witch from Snow White sticking her long nose in and out of my asshole, pecking like a bird would with her beak. It tickles until she goes too deeply. At that point, a sharp pain shoots through my colon, and she starts to suffocate. Her face is stuck, and I begin to panic. She starts to cough a wet, hoarse cough until she hacks up a large amount of mucus, finally allowing her to slip out of me." Well, Anonymous, I do think that this is the type of conversation you should have with your therapist. However, I'm very proud of you for being able to get it out, at least for us. And maybe you can share this meme with your therapist and kind of just say that one of your friends made this and it makes you feel strange. And that way you kind of have an open door to start discussing this sort of thing with your therapist. Now, Anonymous9617027 posts the Esfores official ID card. Gender/physical description, little girl, probably born with one or more congenital diseases. Very sad. Always wears a top-lel cap with a small propeller at the top. According to her, this propeller allows her to fly, but this is still to be proved. She is almost always wearing shirts or plain dresses with memes or catchphrases on them. Personality/habit/hobby/behavior, etc. Esfores spends most of her time in her room, looking at the many posters of Christian Bale on the walls, or browsing through her folders full of pictures of Loop, Costanza, Les Claypool, and many others. Other than that, she only leaves her room to make keks for the rest of 4chan house, or randomly come to other boards to hug them, scream, "Git!" and leave. Speaks with either very short and nonsensical sentences, often just one word long, or incredibly long speeches. Her special power, according to her, she has all kinds of supernatural powers. There is no proof of that to this day. She often carries a bag full of kek, which seems impossible to empty. As far as relationships, Esfores is not very remarkable in the house. In fact, some boards often forget that she exists, even though her sometime idiotic attitude is always quite friendly. She can be very annoying to the other boards, but only sees the funny side of what she does, which only makes things worse. She is both afraid of B and laughs at him whenever she sees him. And her job is underage, but doesn't go to school. Now, this is a classic because this is actually the Esfores before there was ever brackets, before she had a name, the name, of course, becoming Kexandra. And this is pretty much the proto-version of what Kexandra would become. So thank you so much, Anonymous, for this wonderful reminder. And hey, if you would like to create some brilliant OC, beautiful little Kexandra is a perfect subject. Now, we also have 9617028. Dubs named this Maymay, and the dubs, of course, here is Donut102866. If you don't know what Donut is, aka Le Donut Man, then I need to let you know that you need to go to 4plebs, Esfores, and you need to search for this epic and wonderful meme. Picture this: a man, dark-skinned, wearing a gray turtleneck sweater, with a computer and obvious office in the background, eating a powdered donut that has coated his lips. Yes, my friends, this is Donut, the most epic and classic meme of all of Esfores, save one. But if you don't know what it is, well, then I suppose you need to do some more research. ITT, we quote op till Esfores implodes. And my dears, that did occur. That was post 56629. Such a wonderful trek into the past. Anonymous 9617037 posts a very strange image of someone creating what I would term to be a private screen. Literally creating a screen where only through a certain pair of glasses can you see the image. This is perfect for fun posting. This is perfect for any other illicit activities you may do. And it's also perfect for anyone who wants to just be private and have a little bit of privacy, as well as a really cool project to work on. Beautiful job here, and I very much support all of this. Now, Anonymous 9617041 posts once again an ancient picture. Esfores City, which includes the Mount Makanami National Park, the Garden of Daily Reminding, Bateman Park, City Parking, Fieldman Therapy, hashtag Rude Hall, the City Hall of Kindness, Kekalodian Radio Tower, the Fruit Stand, where Captain Keck works, as well as the Dogewood Parks, the Dubs Checking Academy, and of course, the Top Keck Factory, right next to the marijuana store. I have to say, looking at this image just reminds me of a more simplistic time on Esfores, but actually, I think that Esfores is even more lovely and wonderful than it even was back in those times. And it's because of amazing, wonderful posters just like you, Anonymous, and just like you, anonymous person listening to this right now. You are wonderful and ebon, and the one thing that you should most certainly remember as far as everything is concerned is that this board is only as good as its posters. Now, the official S4S name fig ranks posted by 9617045 shows all of our classic wonders, including the Based Gods, Prime Minister Face, and Thirdston, the God tier Jippo Duty, Scrub Master, Eternal Same Fig, Con Noonan Singles, and, of course, Swaglord and LSN. We have a ton of other wonderful folks posted in this thread, and let me just tell you, each and every one of these posters is not only a friend, but someone who will live in infamy. This list is based off of contributions and what they have achieved in their S4S posting careers by an anonymous poster who posts on S4S since April 1st. This is the only objective list. Do not trust any other fake list. If your name fig isn't mentioned, consider yourself low tier. And I can see here one of my dear friends, Tumathak of the Corridors. Of course, we have Alex, the Oracle of Issac Cool, Dr. Keck McKeck, Salah Aldine, as well John, Matrix, WT Snacks, Smegma, Mudkips, Sugoi Hands, Captain Keck, God Emperor Leto, Anonymous, The Ruse Man, Clark Kent, Eurus McDwarf, Kekats, Kekaro, Toplel, The Boulder, Keckle, I'm a Cat, Radical Edward, Le Rusebird, Dr. Lobster, Natsume, Akari Akaza, Keksuki, At the Fetish, and Kudoi, amongst many other friends who have come and gone throughout the years. Thank you, Quintal. Thank you, Anonymous. And thank you, Mari Makanami, Illustrious. Now, this next image I can't even look at because, whoa, it's crazy. If you want to see something nutso, go to 9617048. It's going to blow your mind. This image does not move. It just moves in your mind. It's like a mental projection. If you focus really hard, you can make it stop. But then if you just look at it and move your eyes around, it just goes. Wow. Now, Anonymous 9617055, amazing double digits, posts this aliensex.png. And for this one, I will need a bit of assistance.
Hello!
Hello, Daniel.
Is it time?
It is time.
Hi, ASL!
35 mil Hattiesburg. You?
F40 Dallas.
Oh, nice. I have friends in Fort Worth.
What type of alien do you like?
I'm interested in all of them, I guess. What do you like?
The Alien vs. Predator ones.
Predator was badass.
Yeah!
With his dreadlocks or whatever.
Yep. Hey, do you want to do a role play?
I like Sigourney Weaver, if you know what I mean. Can I be her?
Sure!
Sweet!
I was gonna be a female predator.
Oh, nice.
You want me or you to start?
I wipe off my brow while I'm fixing an alien car. Man, I sure am sweaty.
You hear clicking in the background, but can't see where's it's coming from. Growls.
Continues fixing car, ignoring growls.
You hear something hit the ground, but see nothing.
I look at the ground. Huh. Suddenly, I start to panic. Not this again. No.
You turn around to see a female predator. Hold your gun and throwing it away from us.
Growls. Listen here. I don't know who you are, but I'm really not in the mood.
You look and see me a little closer, and you think, why didn't they use her in breeding? She's got big boobs, but masculine.
Listen here. I don't know what you want, but...
Tilts my head listening to you.
Starts to sweat. You know, I've had my share of aliens, but you're not too bad to look at if I squint my eyes.
Sees your car and see you have my plasma caster. Growls.
Freaks out a little. Okay, be careful with the paint job, will you? Starts to rub the space where the alien popped out from her stomach. Why am I tingling? Am I shaking?
Grabs it and places it back on my shoulder and looks at you again.
Is that all you're going to take? Is suddenly confident, twirling a wrench on her index finger.
Shoots past your head to shoot an alien sneaking in the dark.
Is frozen.
What the heck?
Growls and looks at you, trying to figure out what to do.
Starts doing sign language. What do you want? Raises hands in air like she just doesn't care.
I repeat what you said earlier. You're not bad to look at.
Puts wrench on her shoulder. Oh, you think so?
I put my hand on your cheek and tilt my head.
I lean close and run my fingers across your mandibles. Your face looks just like my mini weaver. Oh, should I come back later?
Aims gun.
Swings the wrench, smashing the gun. And here I was, thinking I could love something as hideous as my vagina. Runs toward the big box of laser guns in the corner. Disappears. Grabs a big laser gun and starts firing, being sure not to hit the car. Stops shooting. Come on. I won't bite.
Sitting on the car knowing you won't shoot.
Puts the gun down and laughs. Is this sexual or no?
Yes. Lays on the car in confidence.
Walks over and pushes you off the car. I said mind the paint job.
Land on the ground and growls as I dust myself off.
Thought you could hide from me, huh? Circles you. Just what are you here for?
Does AI don't know shrug?
Rolls her eyes, letting the gun fall to her hip. Well, there has to be some reason. Are you lost? Does sign language like a thing in a box, but then it's not in the box.
Shakes head no. Stands up.
So then you have a reason to be here? Does sign language of two hands shaking, then represents a hug by crossing her arms across her bosom.
Disappears.
Tries to grab you, but you are gone. God damn it, what the fuck is this? Who are you? What do you want?
Pins you against the wall and appears.
Looks into your eyes, scared and randy. You think this is the first time I've been cornered? Tries to struggle, but can't move.
Presses my breast against your...
Blushes. Hey, a true warrior, I see. Your nipples start to press hard against mine, hurting them in a good way.
I sign language. Calm? Are you calm? I say in sign language.
Yeah, I'm calm. Hey, I gotta go. I want to let my dad finish up. Talk to you later.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Let's go for your arms.
I'm not really sure what my daughter did here. Can we just have normal sex?
Esfores Radio.
Don't forget to take your autism test. That is 9617059. We got some interesting digits on the time. 132322. Very nicely done. Now, I do see Yuji Sakai says, why is this an autism test? Is it supposed to make the autistic person think that if she can't solve this test, they have autism? Why the frick is this an autism test? Anonymous 9617581 says, it triggers the autismos. To which Yuji Sakai, of course, who's off by 9617589, always a failure, sounds more like OCD than autism to me. Now, I will tell you all that I spent over 17 hours today trying to complete this autism test, and I can confirm once and for all that it is impossible to become autistic because no one can pass this test. No matter what you do, no matter how many directions you try, there will always be one door that you cannot surpass. So I have to say, this is most likely a ruse, and if someone can complete the autism test, please post it to this thread because I really need to know the answer. Now, Anonymous 9617062 posts a picture by Chris Martin Palmer. Burn it down, what a photo. And then he starts to complain because people are trying to burn down his house. Now, I don't want to get political on this show, mostly because it's boring, but I gotta say, don't encourage people to bomb the system if you're not willing to bomb and get bombed as well. Just gotta say. We've got a gentleman here, an older gentleman, who seems to be taking an image of this younger girl's tuchus. Sir, I have to inform you, this girl looks quite young. I can tell by the company that she keeps, and most likely what you've done here is illegal. You didn't even get dubs. I'm so sorry. Please, sir, next time, be sure to avert your camera from the anus and just, etch it into your memory. Now, we do have Anonymous 9617065 who posts all of these wonderful images, and if I were to guess which one of these you are, I would say that most likely you are the thought. Now, that's not meant to be mean. Obviously, we have lots of thoughts out there who are completely successful in life, and I think that you have a lot going for you. What you really need to do, though, is just take a moment and get to know yourself. Meet the sobber, meet the tomboy, meet the trad, meet someone else who is going to show you what you actually can provide the world other than sex. Because you have value. You are a human being with value and thoughts and opinions and structure. And you can create anything. But right now, all you're creating is just a bunch of terrible, terrible outcomes where you always end up on the bottom, sometimes on the top, and sometimes somewhere in between. So thought, please continue to move forward and
enjoy Secret Radio.
This wonderful image right here. Oh my heavens. It's scaring me a little bit, so I am going to close it. Now, as well, we have a few final posts here. Of course, my friend Wish. Forgotten history of Le Fluben missile crisis gets international attention on Le airwaves. Your fortune, you will meet a dark, handsome stranger. As well, Wish posts below. Unfortunately, off by 9617889. Very tough. Mr. Bateman is not pleased. However, I have to say that I am quite pleased, not only with this hero, but the fact that the flube is here bouncing upon his head, and that, of course, the Fluben missile crisis finally got international attention. If you or someone you know would like to post on Esfores Radio, all you have to do is post in the thread. I'll be more than happy to comment to anything that you post here, unless I don't want to, and then I'll just skip it and pretend like I didn't, but that's not going to prevent the other posters from enjoying your content. So please call in via Vocaru or whatever other music software you have, and hey, why not enjoy a beautiful tune from Esfores OC Album 20? I'm thinking we really need to listen to the most powerful song that ever was written on this particular album. And that song is, of course, the Hydration Anthem.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on. Hydration Anthem. 8 p.m. Let's go. Yeah, with my boys, we go walking to the club, popping the bottles of blue, fresh and sea. Come on. Get them all around, let the party start. Play the game, yeah. Let's go. He make 'em white, make 'em brown, red hair or blonde cheese. He look nice, man, with blue clothes. Then you stay hydrated, but you ain't finished, so you might listen. Yo. Get the shots out, let us pour this water. Get the shots out, let us pour this water. Get the shots out, let us pour this water. Pour those drinks. Yeah. Hydration Anthem. Yo! Hydration! Yeah. Stay hydrated. Hydration! Yeah. Well, I'm here now to speak of the importance of the liquid bottle. It contains the zillions of molecules and hydrogens and oxygens. Gives you all night up, all day hot. Palm trees and girls can't live without it. Elixify. When you're getting sweaty, you're kicking that pussy, she checks it a little bit. W-A-T-E-R-E, motherfucking pirates know that Madeline. Oxygen, don't let it run out. Keep them bottles popping. The healthy man told you to stay hydrated. Drinking and dancing all night. Cause we so fly in the club. With my boys. Get the nice thing started. Get the shots out, let us pour this water. Get the shots out, let us pour this water. Get the shots out, let us pour this water. Pour this hydration. Yeah. Stay hydrated. Hydration. Hydration Anthem. Yo. Hydration. Yeah. Stay hydrated. Hydration. Yeah. Yeah. Waterfall with the grills and the glow. Always get it in your Lambo. I turn out, keep it fresh, yeah. Don't matter if the crew makes it. Play the game, yeah, let's
go.
Yo!
Ecuador waterfalls, the Lamborghini Gucci Porsche 2 a.m. Getting in the car to fetch my H2O. Oh my god, grills know like we gon' take too long. Make it rain. Get the shots out, let us pour this water. W-A-T-E. Get the shots out, let us pour this water. W-A-T-E-R. Make it rain, yo, cause it's literal water. Cause it's literal water. Cause it's those drinks. Hydrogen, oxygen. Let it anchor up any of your moves. Make it rain, yo. Hip hop beats are not my thing. Just saying. I love you.
Esfores is the best. You will never find a greater anime breast.
Esfores? 9618725. Secret Radio vehemently opposes not being only S4S Radio. How dare you? Your fortune, you will meet a dark, handsome stranger. Secret Radio would like me to express their opinions on cosmetic surgery. Secret Radio are telling me their favorite lines of their poetry they wrote. Secret Radio family music battle roleplay. Secret Radio has spent 3 weeks trying to convince you to save the money. We're angry about people earning more thousands a year than their age is. Secret Radio requires that you Google using punctuation so that they know what you meant when you Googled it. Secret Radio desperate to write me a poem so that I can express myself as gothic. Secret Radio is psychologically torturing you and ruining your life. Radio wants me to do a cover of a music song that I can get in the mood to write their poetry. Oh no, your neighbor bullied you into writing their gay poem? Down. It's now Secret Radio are writing me a song about retardation to tell me I have retardation. Maybe this is a violation of my human rights. They want me to sing a song about mental. Secret Radio is going to frame somebody for telling Secret Radio is throwing a tantrum on my behalf about how they want me to display these retarded stalkers. Second child, the waiter expected to wake up until Secret Radio is on neighbors go to bed and is now conspiring with them. Secret Radio made my first smell better. Even this thread will soon disappear. Secret Radio are Secret Radio is writing about Secret Radio is just desperate for people to believe you have an into the song and that people should treat you differently.
Secret Radio is singing a song about having a special brain problem. They would like me to join in,
but not really make a point. Secret Radio is the correct way to speak. Secret Radio has made like me to speculate about because that radio talks to locals that expect them to have a song try to warn us about shit. Go around. Maybe Secret Radio just wants you to believe Yasho Radio. They're going to make you look like Return.
Secret Radio is making you say something, and now Secret Radio is going to tell you why you were wrong.
Yasho Radio.
Secret Radio remembered something
Radio wouldn't feel healthy, so they're making it like you to just on evidence. Secret Radio writes a funky little tune about something they told you to say and think it should feature on your album.
Secret Radio used their moms to make Yasho Radio makes it smart.
Secret Radio convinced the neighborhood that I was mentally retarded, and now people stare at me and make harassing comments when I walk past them.
Until the Secret Radio is going to
Secret Radio likes the way they told you to speak when people were trying to get credentials from the bargaining they will continue
with a picture of a face in a poem.
Secret Radio wants you to talk with Secret Radio so they look like the good guys who admit that Secret Radio is called gay and when my students are aggressively recommending gay players
Yasho Radio. Smart. Yasho Radio. Not tell the difference between reality and smart. Yasho Radio. Secret Radio. Yasho Radio.
Secret Radio is written by students something made by problem and tell everybody about it because you are a pro them. Secret Radio to go to stage right. They might Secret Radio is advocating for CBT. Secret Radio is central to expert special concepts to harass you and give you lots of Secret Radio told the same thing. Secret Radio speculates that I Secret Radio is supposed to be doing now Secret Radio and tell us
Yasho Radio.
Secret Radio was worried about having AI. Now
Terrified of IRA Secret Radio is merging the expertise of the collective unconscious. It is frightening results to swallow.
Secret radio doesn't kill us. It's gay. That's why it actively encourages you to buy a 3-foot long giant black dildo.
Secret Radio tells you radio the garbage industry. Secret Radio secret is they just Yasha
Doping your body with mana. This thread on air. Masturbation time. Otherwise, they get
Secret Radio supports the fight against mental illness. Just like some artists do. Trying their absolute best to be funny and relevant. Secret Radio has Secret Radio is raising new generations of kids. Secret Radio
conspiracy theories.
Violation of my rights. Secret radio can somebody party music and lyrics about the romance.
To give to you. So that secret radio is
Secret radio.
So we're just going to tell you everybody around the Yasho Radio. He has fun idea to give you secret
Now stick together,
cannabis rumors for life is
Secret Radio.
to make it look like
Now
real.
10,
Secret radio.
86,
Testing
now
for them being Another rap composer.
Secret radio are making excuses. Secret radio being rap is the most effective thing that has happened.
And to have made signs to prove that you will need to be doing something else.
The Spock Man was before his time, and he is innocent too. I'd like to lay out some history, since it seems like most of the figs on Esfores now aren't aware of the real lore. Back before Yasha was posted, the Spock Man was posted, and no one cared. He was just some lamely forced meme. Then the Yasho posters came and started spamming up the catalog with their Yashos. They were so popular, too. Of course, the Spock Man posters didn't really care and kept minding their own business. But I guess the Yasho posters didn't like that. So they started going into Spock Man threads and saying the Spock Man was evil. One day, some nut job makes a gif of Yasho eating the Spock Man to show how good the Yasho was by stopping the evil Spock Man. And that was the end of any chance for Spock Man being called innocent. People started making up all these insane stories about how the Spock Man was going to take over the world, and Yasho had to go back in time and blah, 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 all for the sake of slandering someone who never did anything
That lovely track was the Spikeman 7th Battle theme by Yasho Omni Ultima 999 MP Tripslel Tech. It was, of course, from OC Album 20, which you can download from esfores.bandcamp.com. And by the way, you are listening to
Esfores Radio.
Our thread is 9615993, and we have some comments, of course. Our lovely friend Anonymous 9618595 says, started from the bottom, now we're here. Of course, the Anonymous 9619218 comment LOL, still at the bottom. Very accurate and timely. I once knew a fellow who laughed at the Drake nomenclature to basically say, we started from the bottom, and now we're still at the bottom. It seems that there is truly no upward mobility in this insane society. Now, Anonymous 9619221, off by one, says, I love you, Lay Radio Man, I love you! I missed you, by the way. How do I stream the show? Well, first of all, Anonymous, thank you so much. I love you as well, and next time I hope that you will actually receive the trips that you so very much deserve. Basically, at this stage in the show, you can listen to all of the different pieces. I am going to have already uploaded this to Vokaru so that it's much easier to listen to for those who may not be on a personal computer and instead on a mobile device of some sort. However, once this show is completed, which is not yet the case, we do not have all of the songs yet. We will finish at 10 songs. Once that is done, I will compile the show all into one piece and upload it directly to the YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/LayRadioman. Search for it, like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to give me money, as Anonymous 9619228 says, spank my coin purse. You know I will as soon as you dump a couple of those coins directly into my mouth. Now, Commander Shepard 9620030 says, I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite thread on Esfores. Well, thank you very much, Commander, and thank you so much for your service. I am so proud to have you here in this thread, and if there's anything that I can do just to showcase my adoration for what you've accomplished in your career, please just let me know, and I will be more than happy to do it here on this radio program. Now, Basement Dweller 9620034 says, Locked Balls HD, long-awaited remake, now in crisp quality. Oh my heavens, ball locked in sediment, Cladophora glomerata, and sitting on top of the soft sediment. Absolutely incredible. I have never seen this in such high quality, and I'm just really curious, how did you do this? This is not an easy feat, nor is it an accomplishment that should be ignored, so everyone who is here in this thread, please be certain to respond and to spread this image around, because Esfores as a whole deserves to see it. This is Lay Radio Man, hosting your comments. As well, the 3-bard is here, as he always is, sitting in the background, tied in a chair, being a very, very good boy. We'll talk to you right after this. I spy something nice.
right in, step right in. The train is coming into the station. Please have your tickets prepared, for the train master must have your train tickets in order to allow you to continue to ride on this train. If you are a pedophile, the train for you is right over here.
Ah, hell
yes,
yeah.
enter. Otherwise, please proceed on to the normal, regular train where absolutely nothing dangerous will occur.
Oh, I am so excited! Radioman, why are you taking me to such a wonderful place? I feel I have not seen you in 1,000 years!
Yeah, Dad, this is really cool. I love trains.
Yes, I like a ride to choo-choo at gmail.com as well, Daniel. I thought that it would be productive for us to take a little journey, a little trip, somewhere far away where indiscriminate people that may or may not be living inside of our basement, which is slowly, steadily filling up with water, will never be connected to our personage.
Our?
Okay.
No,
Are you going
our
to...
as in me.
Oh.
Not you. You two.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to dehumanize you or anything, but basically at this stage, you're more like cover, than anything else.
Well, I suppose it is just nice to be here as a family, once
Yeah.
and for all, so that, we can maybe rekindle the friendship that we once had, and, maybe you give me some of that sweet pee-pee.
Oh,
Mom, whoa.
No.
I mean, Radio Man, listen.
I don't want to.
You've always been like a father.
Look, the
to
train
me,
is
and,
almost here, so.
I love you, Radio Man.
Yeah, well, that is a one-way street, kid.
Whoa, look at all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
This is so cool. I love trains.
Yeah.
I also am loving the train. I have never
great.
seen such beautiful landscapes before.
Oh, yes, this country is so beautiful. The land of Esfores has never seen something so incredible as this most glorious landscape.
You know, you always sound like you're doing a soliloquy. But I'm right here.
Yeah, me too. I am also here.
Neither one of you are here because you are both just figments of my imagination. All right, fuckers. Oh! Rude language.
Virgin ears! Virgin ears!
Yeah, that's right. This isn't the nice train. The nice train has been
no.
hijacked. This is the rude train.
No!
And I hate to tell you.
Tell me
actually,
what?
I don't because I'm
Tell me
rude and
what?
I fucking
Mister,
hate all nicers.
Mister, tell me what?
Kid, would you just shut the fuck up?
No! Okay, yes.
Thank you. Now, like I was trying to say, there's a bomb on this train. Who's laughing?
Excuse me. No.
What?
You cannot hijack this train. I am attempting to escape my darker self. And if you hijack this train, well, it basically means that I am screwed.
Oh my! Well, that sounds so bad for you.
No, that's not good.
Do I look like I give a fucking shit?
Oh no!
Will the rude bomber destroy the train? Is Obama gonna be president again? Are we going to get a new COVID strain? Find out next.
No! I am not letting this show in right now. I'm fucking killing this motherfucker.
Hey, what do you have against me?
What do I have against you?
Yes.
The professor of kindness, the most
come on.
wonderful gentleman on the whole entire internet.
Stop, you're making me blush.
Yeah, you made me look like a piece of shit.
What?
And because of that, I lost my job. I lost my wife. I lost my kids. I lost my house.
I'm so
I've been living
sorry.
under a fucking bridge for the last 6 years because you just had to be nice, and now there's no room for all the rudes anymore. So now we're gonna show you what it's like when you hold somebody back. We're gonna get back at you, late Radio Man, and you are never gonna hold this down. I swear to God!
I like the shit posts. I like the double gets. I like the new face. I like the sweet chop cakes. I like the animes when the boards are down. La 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 la. I like the shit posts, I like the double gets, I like the new figs, I like the sweet cupcakes, I like the animes when the boards are down. La 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 la. I like the shit posts, I like the double gets, I like the new fix, I like the sweet, sweet top cakes, and I like the animes when the boards are fucking down, when the boards are fucking down. La 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 la. I like the shit posts, I like the double gets, I like the new fictions, I like the sweet top cakes, I like the animes when the boards are down. La 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 la.
Oh, God. Jeez. How long is this sound effect? Oh, God. I can't believe it. I can't believe he tried to drown me. Well, anyway, welcome back to Esfores Radio. This is 3-Bard, and I think I just escaped the clutches of death. But anyway, poster number 9620972 says, this was a very spooky listen. Well, I bet it was. I almost died. Really cool picture, though, here. The griller taking a bath in Doritos. This is kind of like a new style of, bathing. I've never seen anyone try to bathe in Dorito dust, so I bet she smells absolutely wonderful. And honestly, if you've got any extra chips, I'd love to try them out. That's for us! Now, poster number 9621009 says, as a 20-year-old single male, I think it's very hard to find a girl who's actually interested in free software. I've had girls jokingly ask to Netflix and chill, but when I tell her that I don't use Netflix since Netflix requires proprietary software to stream content, they stop talking to me. And worse, if they do stay, they think I'm weird since I block Google's IP in my host file, and we can't even watch YouTube. I can't ever seem to get girls to come over to my place, and I can't text them either. Once I get their numbers, since I've added custom ROMs to my phone and refuse to use SMS since it's a security concern, I require all of my friends to download a free and open source messaging app, and I share with them my public GPG key so that they can verify that our conversations are secure. None of my friends are willing to do this, and I can't use sites like Tinder since it's not only proprietary software but a major privacy vulnerability. How come it is so hard to find a girl concerned about software freedom? I feel like I'm going to be a virgin forever. Edit, by the way, this post is GPL version 3, so feel free to use it however you want, but please send your changes back to me. Now, I have to say, first of all, you are a beautiful Debian woman, and I personally cannot even tell that you are male. And that's meant as a compliment, of course. And what I'd like to discuss with you is something that is just kind of human nature and the nature of the normie. So, as far as normies are concerned, it doesn't really matter about their privacy, right? They do not care. They're only going to care when it actually compromises something that they care about, like being able to text while they're driving or being able to, post pictures of their butthole on Facebook. So the message behind this all is, if you feel worried about your security, what I would do is I would create a false identity and use that false identity when you're out there in the world. And then by the time you've, mastered this false identity where you don't mind using certain services, you've got a burner phone that you use for text messaging, you've got fake accounts on the internet. In this way, you don't have to worry about anybody phishing your actual information and doxing you, and then you also have the capability to actually function in this modern social networking type of society. Now, I'd also like to say it's probably pretty difficult to find girls that you want to talk to since you most likely never leave your house, and with COVID, it's very hard to socialize anyway. So, these websites that you're talking about, not being able to find them, I think the best thing for you to do is probably go on Soak or R9K and find some, female energies there and just kind of, connect with them. I think those are the type of people that you can really get engaged with. Also, another good bit of information, if you play video games, which it sounds like you don't, but maybe on your false account you can, run it in a virtual machine, and that way you've got completely false information. Totally. What women really love in video games is when you notice that they are women and you let them know that, hey, you're a girl and I like you. And that's how you get a girlfriend. So I think the message is that you have to kind of, you have to train a woman to understand these types of things. Not everyone is born with the type of insecurities that you have, or about your security or anything like that. So I would say that you first need to develop a false identity and use that to get in the door. And then once you're in, you can reveal your true identity and you can really just become who you are. Now, we also have Anonymous 9621237 calling the Doritos woman the gamer girl, and she definitely looks like she plays games. I bet she plays the Yonoid game, which is super fun. Now, Anonymous 9621334, off by 1, is responding to these brilliant trips from earlier. 9616111, what a number! Maya Armpit trips. Indeed, they were, and thank you so much for your post. Philip Collins saying, I can feel it. And the woman responds, oh, Lord.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord, I've been waiting for this moment.
The Informative Man 9622960 says, this episode of Esfores Radio brought to you in part by the Esfores Friendship Journal. Download your very own copy today. And you can see in the image, actually, Radioman filled out this information. A murderer, but still a very nice journal. Follow those links, and you can either download it in PDF format or in a zip format where you actually get all the images individually. Now, I, of course, have downloaded a copy of this, and while my computer may be underwater right now, I have to say, this is a really, really cool thing because it kind of gives you an inventory of all of the figs that are currently on S4S, and it allows you to kind of meet and get to know certain posters that are out there on the board. And one of those posters is actually discussed in our next comment, our last comment of the day, by Monsoon 9622968. Now this image is a smiling man and said, now there's a pretty meme, exquisite. They ask, what's the radio's opinion on memes? Now, I'll answer this question first. Memes are kind of like pictographs. They represent an idea. They represent something beyond the normal scope of language. Because not only do they incorporate language elements from time to time, but they also put in pieces of the social commentary, human being images. This is a very poor explanation. Memes are the way that we think. They control the way that we behave. They formulate the ideas that create the lifestyles that we exist in. Not only is a meme a silly picture on the internet, a meme can be a religion. A meme can be a law or a society. A meme can even be an understanding amongst bros about the way that they should behave in certain scenarios. And so, as far as memes and my opinion on them, I think that they are ever pervasive, that they are exquisite, and that indeed they do form the very structure of this realm. Now, Monsoon, the second part of your question brings me great sorrow, and on the recent events regarding our dad. Now, I have to say, first of all, Monsoon, that it's Anonymous's dad, not your dad. I understand probably, just like me, that you probably post Anonymous quite often. And, it feels like it took so long for Dad to finally tell us how proud he was of us. It feels like we were just really getting to know him. And then he decided to leave us. And I can't blame him. He was a sad man. He had a drinking problem. But I felt like he was getting somewhere, that he was growing, that we were going to get to know him for many, many years, and then suddenly he was gone. And so I don't feel angry. I don't even feel depressed. I feel like I'm at a loss. Like there's a hole in my heart where Dad used to be. And I don't know that anyone will ever fill that hole. I don't know if it's possible. And I don't think it is. But, if we can remember the good times,
We can reflect on the joy and the happiness that Dad's compliments provided all of us right up until that last moment. I think that's the legacy that Dad wanted to leave behind. And so, Dad, this one goes to you. I want everybody to get their bottle of water, and I just want to take this moment to drink water to Dad. Don't do drugs. And stay hydrated forever. Be sure to recycle your plastics and glassware as well. It's good for the environment.
S4S Radio is made possible by listeners like you. To listen to the episode in full, please tune in to youtube.com,
which is where we are right now.
Radioman.
Okay,
to
so
enjoy
basically,
more nice
I'm
radio,
sorry, I'll let it.
please go to s4s.neocities.org.
That's the website.
To enjoy more S4S music, s4s.bandcamp.com shall provide all that you desire. To become part of the show, please post in S4S Radio threads. Any posts from this moment on will be added to the queue for the next radio.
And there are a couple,
As
there was
will
a
any
decent
emails
response, I
received
feel like,
at
but nah.
I'd like a ride, @gmail.com.
And then we plug the email
This
address.
show has only just begun.
Right.
The Radio Man is a murderer. The Rebard loves you.
The Rebard has escaped from the water, and wow, that's really cool! Hey, Radioman! No!
I don't really understand why you're doing this.
Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit!
Ooh, give me the pee-pee! Will the elusive members of the radio staff actually escape from the train?
Is there even a train? Find out next time on S4S Radio.
And that's the outro. So basically, what we have here is the first episode of S4S Radio. S4S Radio Episode 1, The Inevitable Return. So, as the test group, I'd just like to spend a couple of minutes here getting some feedback from you. This is, basically it was brilliant. It was completely genius. Every second of it really was enriching, and I feel like it spoke. It had many messages. Now, be sure that you are getting hydrated. I don't want to stress anyone out or anything. If you would like some time, we can potentially listen to some future discussion. You can go into the commentary section of this website. It's called youtube.com. It is pretty popular, I would say. Dewey responds, "Good radio, I listened it." Very nice job, Dewey. You have actually succeeded, and I am in so much thanks for everything that you've done and everything that you will do, and more than that, I am so just thankful for you. The fact that you were here with all of us, that you share so much with us, it is vital that you were here. And I would like to take a moment to thank all of the people that I can see were here. Frankie Valentine being the first post, actually not a cat, coming in for Death Grip, Radio Psychosis. We had a wonderful time. Thank you, Not a Cat. As well, of course, Dewey. We have Smiley Face there. Very nice friend. Munch Productions was here for a short period of time. Excellent job, Munch. Just kidding, Munch. You're wonderful. I know. You're going to listen to it later. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Kavak was here. Kavak, I don't know if I know you, Kavak, but I'm excited and look forward to your work. Now, in addition, we had some other folks. Some guy, an anime woman that doesn't like R9K. I cannot pronounce your name, ma'am. But what I am going to say, or sir, or whatever, I am sorry. I'm older, so I don't really have the type of parts. I enjoyed the teeth-chattering, ear-splitting, anal, fidgeting good time. Thanks, Le Radio Man. Thank you, Frankie, for having such a wonderful time here on the show. And I hope that everyone was enjoying what they saw. We only have 2 responses. It's more than one, and it's more than zero. And I think I'm accepting of that. I appreciate all of you coming here on this wonderful day of Mother rejoicing, and I hope that you have rejoiced not only the fact that you are in fact born upon this earth, but indeed the reason why. This is Lay Radioman, and thank you for tuning in to episode 1 of Esfores Radio. Radio.